Hi, this is Eva Cartman, host of the Dream Big podcast show, the place to go to learn, laugh, and grow. So I can tell you at least one thing that you have gained as a result of this pandemic, and that's free time. With school and extracurricular activities canceled, there are now hours upon hours of time that you have gained at home where you can learn something new. So big dreamers, the I don't have time excuse is not going to work during this pandemic. I am challenging you to learn a new skill, and in this episode, I'll share the new skills I'm learning. This is episode 192, Big Dreamers, and it's time to dream big.
My name is Eva Cartman. I'm part of a squad of super kids that are here to change the world. We don't believe you need to be adults to have big goals and start working towards your dreams. We believe age is just a number, and you're never too young to make a difference. We may be young, but we are not naive. We understand that achieving our big dreams will not be easy. It will take incredible dedication, hard work, and yes, massive action. There will be ups and downs, but we embrace the challenges and relish pushing outside of our comfort zone because this is how we grow. They may not teach us these concepts in our school textbooks, but we are smart enough to know that the tools and tactics to achieve our big dreams are out there, and we are willing to do the work to seek out these skills and master them because we know that our future depends on it. We are the big dreamers, and it's time to dream big.
Big Dreamers, before we dive into this week's episode, here's a few jokes from Silly Sophia.
What do elves learn in kindergarten? The alphabet. Why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? In case he got a hole in one.
Thank you, Sophia. Okay, so today I wanted to share with you why now is the time to learn new skills. Now, I want to be clear. I always think there's time to learn new skills, but obviously finding the time is much more challenging when you are in school from 8 to 3 p.m., and then you have to do homework, and then you have your extracurricular activities to go to. Those excuses don't really work when you're stuck at home, right? And yes, of course, there's work you still need to do. We have online classes and assignments, but if I'm being honest, there are now many hours per day that have freed up as a result of this pandemic. So my challenge to you is to come out of this pandemic and be able to say you picked up some new skills. And it doesn't have to be a big, lofty dream either. Just have fun picking up new skills. Here's an example. As I've mentioned in past episodes, one way my family and I have been exercising recently is by going on bike rides. I've been riding bikes for years now, but never have I gone on rides so consistently. I noticed on bike rides that some of my neighbors were riding their bikes with no hands. So my dad and I challenged ourselves to learn how to do that. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm not telling you to go out and pick up this particular skill, but I'll share how we did it. We found a video online of an expert bike rider teaching us how to ride a bike with no hands. She starts by showing you how to briefly lift your hands off the handlebars for a few seconds. When you're comfortable with that, you can then move on to the next step of removing your hands and putting them on your thighs, which helps you stay balanced and keeps your hands close to the handlebars if you need to grab them. When you get comfortable with that, you can remove your hands from your thighs, and then you are truly riding with no hands. She advised that you lean your weight back on your seat. My dad and I went out and put her advice into practice, starting with just taking our hands off the handlebars for a brief second, then graduating to moving our hands to our thighs, and finally riding with our hands at our sides. I've been practicing for the past week, and now I am so comfortable riding without hands that I can go hundreds of yards without touching the handlebars, and even can turn the bike by shifting my weight on the seat. To be clear, I ride with a helmet and only do this in our quiet residential areas. But this is definitely a skill that I picked up that I will always remember I learned during this pandemic. Another more serious skill I'm improving on is my Russian. We found a cool app called Verbling where you can do one-on-one tutoring, so I have been taking lessons. My grandparents live in Siberia, so it is important that I improve my Russian so I can have in-depth conversations with them. And just the other day, I taught myself how to make pancakes. I found a video on YouTube and followed the instructions. You can learn practically anything on YouTube for free. So that's my challenge to you big dreamers. Pick up a few skills that you want to learn during this pandemic, whether that's a hula hooping trick or a new recipe or how to edit videos or how to play an instrument. You have the time, and this can be when you develop a new passion, a new hobby that can turn into a big dream for you. And it's a lot of fun learning a new skill. My dad and I were both so happy when we figured out how to ride with no hands. It felt great to have a conversation with my grandparents and share new phrases that I had learned on my lessons. And of course, the whole family enjoyed my pancakes this past Sunday. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my free Positive Mindset course. You can find the course and 50 hours of my favorite interviews and episodes from the Dream Big Podcast at dreambigpodcast.com/resources. We are having a great time doing the Scoreboard game and challenge during the month of April. Have your parents join our Facebook group where you'll see videos of me and my family at our home showing you how we are staying upbeat and still having fun. You'll find the link to the Facebook group at dreambigpodcast.com/resources as well. That's all for today. This is Eva Cartman reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional, you need to make them essential. So take massive action to turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion, the way life is meant to be. See you in the next episode. Bye!